Satnam. Truth is my name. My name is also Melissa, and welcome to Sunday Kundalini Yoga. Today, the practice is composed of 3 separate kriyas. The third is actually a meditation. Each of the 3 practices can be done separately on their own. You could try them for several days, or you could just try them once in a pinch. But I thought that they went together because they address negativity, the energy we need for a fighting spirit, and the third addresses burnout. So focusing on kind of these 4 questions. Do I know what I'm feeling? Do I know why I'm feeling it? Do I know how to feel better? What are the tools I can use to feel better? So if you are feeling negativity, anger, frustration, if you're feeling burnout, and if you're feeling like you want to do something about it and you want the tools to push through those conditions of modern human life or any human life, then please join me in this practice. Let's bring our hands together. We'll tune in with our Ong Namo Gurudev Namo, asking for protection, for guidance. We'll do just a short warm-up for the head and neck, and then these 3 different practices. Let's close the eyes down, focus at the brow point. At that third eye, make sure that you're sitting up nice and straight, crown of the head to the ceiling. Deep inhale. Hold it at the top. Adjust your shoulders up, back, and down. Engage mul band, squeezing on the anus, sex organs, lower abdomen, come up and in, pulling on our root lock to draw the Kundalini energy up the spine. Exhale. And we'll inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deep. Check your neck lock, Jalandhar band, tucking the chin slightly back so the neck's perfectly in line with the spine. Exhale, relax the hands. Let's warm up the neck and head. Drop the chin to the chest. A few deep breaths here. Head back up, and then let's look, eyes closed, but the gaze would be to the sky. Inhale deep, exhale fully, and bring the head back to neutral. Ear to one shoulder. Inhale deep. Exhale fully. Let's roll the head down, chin to chest, and bring the other ear to the other shoulder. Inhale deep. Exhale fully. And a few circles here. With your nose, draw a circle in front of you as if you were drawing a circle on the wall, rotating the neck, the head on the neck, around slowly, loosening up all of these muscles, allowing the tension to drain. Inhale as the head comes up and you think Sat. Exhale, head comes down, think Nam. Truth is my name. Truth is my experience. How could my experience be anything but the truth? Next time your head comes down, switch directions. Good, and bring the head to neutral. Let's shrug the shoulders up and down. A few shoulder circles here, to the back and to the front. Good. Alrighty, we are ready. Let's start with exercise number 1. Practice number 1, kriya for anger and negativity. Again, standalone kriya. Kundalini yoga is interesting like this, where sometimes a kriya is just made of one practice. Kriya means set of exercises. Sometimes the set consists only of one. We are going to bring the thumbs into the hands, touching the mercury mound at the pinky, the base of the pinky, if you can. Basically, you're making fists with the thumbs on the inside instead of the outside. And we're going to be rotating the arms, these fists and arms backwards as if you're doing backstroke in a pool. Let's keep the mudra up as you do this. You can go ahead and begin with me. Instead of letting the arms drop a lot, let's keep this behind the head and in front of the heart as you rotate the arms backward. So start slowly, making sure your shoulders are nice and warmed up. Okay, and then we're going to increase the pace and increase the intensity of the movement. Before we do that, let's check posture. Make sure that your crown of your head is to the ceiling. The core is tucked in to support the arms being up in the air like this. So pull in on your abdomen, on the side muscles of your core, the lower back. Make sure you're not leaning forward or arching back at all. Okay, and we'll bring in the breath. The breath is through the O mouth and becomes a breath of fire. In time, as you see fit with the arms. Eyes closed down and focus at the third eye, and we remain here for a couple more minutes. Continue. This is for anger and negativity. So focus on what is making you angry or feeling negative. Where are you frustrated? Bring those things into focus and squeeze those thumbs. Thumb represents ego in Kundalini yoga. Just a little bit longer here. Good. Now clasp the hands together, have the palms facing the ceiling, press the arms up, keep those eyes closed and focus at the brow point. Draw in a deep inhale through the O mouth. Hold, engage Mulband, draw the energy up, make sure the legs are relaxed, shoulders are pressing down as the palms press toward the sky. Exhale through an O mouth. And we're going to do this 3 more times. Deep inhale, hold, exhale through the O mouth. Inhale. Exhale, O mouth. Inhale, O mouth. Exhale. And final time. Inhale through that O-shaped mouth. Hold. Exhale. And inhale through the nose. Exhale, drift the arms down through the auric field to come down and touch the floor or rest on the lap, your choice. Let's take a moment in stillness here, silence. Allowing the kriya to integrate, allowing the feelings that we've rustled up to settle and be neutralized. And on an inhale, you can open the eyes. So again, that was kriya for anger and negativity, only to be done for 3 minutes max. So if you're feeling extremely like you're having a moment, that might be a good exercise to do to neutralize yourself and bring yourself back down. Come to your feet and spread the legs as wide as you can, toes pointing out a little. Okay, spread the legs as wide as you can. And you're going to, this is the second kriya, the second practice, which is for a fighting spirit. And the reason that I chose it is because it helps open up the hips so we can sit longer in meditation. Just adjusting the camera here. Come on. Okay. So anyway, it's a great one for adjusting the hips, so allowing you to sit in meditation for longer. The hands are just hanging out at a right angle at about the waist level. So lower arms are parallel to the floor, and you're going to begin rotating the hips. So as you can see, the upper body stays as still as it can. The feet stay planted. My legs are straight, even though you can't see them. And you're going to rotate the hips just in one direction. We aren't going to switch. So whichever direction you pick, stay with it. Make sure that your shoulders are relaxed. And relax the hands too. They don't need to be stiff or pointing or anything like that. It says about this kriya, for a fighting spirit, that it massages a part of the lower spine that's very neglected and that even a good masseuse could never get to. To add on to that, the Kundalini yoga, or the Kundalini energy, energetically, is stored at the base of the spine. And when we do movements like this that open up the hips, rotate the muscles and the bones and the ligaments and the tendons and the tissues down in this area at the base of the spine, we're creating physical room for the energy to rise. Eyes are unspecified in this. Breath is unspecified. Speed unspecified. We're going to hold or keep doing this for about a total of 3 minutes. You may feel hips kind of popping into place. Loosening of the hip flexors. This short kriya, one movement only kriya, this is a standalone kriya, I think pairs well or becomes part of our trio. But it complements the meditation that we're going into after this, which is for burnout. So if we come into the meditation knowing that we're burned out, knowing why we're burned out, to answer those questions from before that I stated, knowing that we want to do something about it, and then what tools can we use to push through the burnout and come out on the other side. This is one of those kriyas that we're doing right now that can help give us back our fighting spirit that we probably lost if we're burned out. Let's hold there. Inhale deep through the nose. Hold, engage mole bond. Draw the energy up from the soles of your feet, from your root chakra, from the palms of your hands, all the way up the spine, out the crown of the head. Exhale, engage mole bond one more time. Pull up. Allow that creative potential Kundalini energy to rise. And inhale, toe step or gently walk your way back to center and meet me back on the floor, preparing for meditation. You may want to have sit on something to have the hips above the knees. You may want to prop the knees. That's what I'm going to do. So we're going to stay in this meditation for the full amount of time. I will give you options. Just grab a drink of water here. Okay, meditation for burnout. The mudra looks like this. Back of the hands are pressing together, back of the fingers are pressing together. If possible, if your hands don't cramp, the thumbs technically are supposed to be, again, pressing in on that Mercury mount. Mercury is associated with the pinky finger. It's for communication. Thumb represents ego. So if you can hold them like that, that's ideal. Otherwise, just tuck the thumbs in as much as you can. Back of the hands are pressing, back of the fingers are pressing. This is at the mudra. The hand position is placed at the heart center. Shoulders are relaxed and elbows are as relaxed as possible. Okay? It says about this mudra that it is for a dormant state of energy. We totally zero, by doing this, we totally zero our authoritative magnetic field. This is the best thing to do when you are getting burned out. So think about neutralizing our authoritative magnetic field. What does that mean? Authoritative. I think we can piece that word apart, right? Authoritative, authority. When I am trying to have authority over others, over my surroundings, over myself, over everything, we're trying to bring that down and neutralize it. There are many, many different reasons for burnout. We live in a world of overwhelm. I could sit here and overwhelm you with the list, but you know what it is, and you know what it is in your own life that's overwhelming you. Oh, so overwhelm is caused by, burnout is caused by overwhelm. Sometimes I think it's just the opposite, that burnout can be caused by repetitive things that we have to do, the everyday, the humdrum, the chores and the routines and the that we have to get through. Whatever it is that's causing your burnout, it might just be stress, like you're peaking at stress, high levels all the time, and you're done. You're physically done, you're mentally done, you're psychologically and emotionally done. This is going to help us do something about that so that we can continue and thrive. What else did I want to say about it? Let's talk about the breath really quick. It's going to be segmented breath. So we're breathing in 8 sniffs, 8 distinct inhaling sniffs, breathing out in 8 distinctive sniffs. That's the big exhale. So a big 8-part inhale through the nose, 8-part exhale through the nose. You get what I'm saying. The eyes are focused at the tip of the nose, the lotus point. So this is the drishti, and that's it. As far as variations or accommodations, modifications, we're going to hold this one for the rest of this song. And if that is good enough for you, then you can stop there. When you do stop, please bring your hands back into a prayer and make sure you take a deep inhale, engage mul band, exhale, hold that mul band again, and then shake out to end the meditation. If you'd like it to hold it for the full 11 minutes with me, we'll continue into the second song. And at the end of the second song, it will have been about 11 minutes. Let's come into the position. If it gets more intense as time goes on, keep thinking about pushing those fingers together, the fingertips, and keeping the shoulders down, supporting the posture with the abdomen tucked in. All right, eyes are focused at the tip of the nose. Go ahead and begin. And wherever you at, wherever you are at, meditation mind, fold your hands into a regular prayer position at the heart, fingertips facing up. Let's take in a deep inhale together. Hold, engage mul band, draw the energy up. Exhale, engage mul band. Hold. Inhale, exhale, relax the hands down to the lap, perhaps shake out just a little bit. His wrists might be sore. Important after meditation, but especially this one as it calls for it, to take a few moments to really integrate and settle before we jump up and do anything else. So please stay still, keep the eyes closed, take a few moments here. Taking some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. Eyes can remain closed. We're going to tune out with our sunshine song. We'll sing it twice, once for ourselves, perhaps dedicating it the second time to a group of beings you feel needs your energy. And we'll end with one long sat and one short nam. Let's inhale to begin. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Sa And we bow in deep gratitude to all the yogis, all the teachers, all the sages who have passed down these marvelous traditions of movement and meditation, mantra, so that in practicing them, we can be the fullest versions of ourselves, moving past burnout, finding our grit, determination, stamina, and endurance and our inspiration to continue to do what we love to do for those who we love, for everybody, in every moment, in this moment, on every day, and especially today. Sat Nam. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for recognizing how you feel, recognizing why you're feeling it, recognizing that you'd like to do something about it, and utilizing the tools that you have at your disposal to gather your energies and feel better. No one said using the tools was easy. And therein lies their effectiveness. I hope that helps. If it does, please feel free to share it with others, and we'll see you next week for a physical kriya. Thank you. Have a wonderful day and week ahead.